All right, let's talk some Kellen Mond. Listen, the numbers weren't great, right? 6 for 12, 61 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. That's just barely over 5 yards per attempt. That's very much not good. I would also say that, if you look at some more advanced stuff like Pro Football Focus, they did not give him a good grade. I saw they said he didn't play very well. You look at the Vikings community, I went on Vikings Reddit, they were all saying, man, Mond did not look good out there. So I knew all this before I went to watch his tape. I missed the game last night. I was focused on other stuff, so I watched it this morning. And I didn't think it was that bad. I see the flaws, I see the issues, but again, what I've kind of always said about Kellen Mond is it's like, what do you want him to do when nobody is getting open? I say that with every quarterback. It's difficult to have success when there's nobody open. And that was kind of a thing when he played at A&M, when no one got open, things didn't look very good. So part of me wonders, it's like, I don't know if I put that much criticism on him. I do put some criticism on him. So let me get into the film. Let me talk about what I liked from him and what I didn't like from him, and let's just get into it. All right, so we'll start off with this play. We'll start off with the negatives, then we'll get into the positives. That's how this is going to work. So it's going to be zone coverage. You see a route on the screen. It should get into this gap in coverage. It's an important play, 3rd down and 3. One thing that is interesting about Minnesota is I do feel like they don't really let Kellen Mond throw the ball. It's a lot of run the ball, throw on 3rd downs. I'm not sure exactly why they do that. Maybe they just want to see, how well he can run an offense that is a run-first offense. Regardless, so this is the play, and watch what happens. So Mond takes a snap. There's going to be a little bit of pressure right here for sure, so he is under pressure. However, this is the throw you just have to make. I mean, that's wide open. It doesn't get more open in the NFL than this. And Mond, as you see, he just misses the throw. It looked like he was kind of moving his arm a little bit over to avoid the pressure, but I don't care. You got to make that throw. Figure out a way to make that throw. Navigate the pocket a little bit better, perhaps, so you feel more comfortable. I think he was afraid of his arm going into the Colts defender, but still, there's no excuse. That's a throw you just have to make, quite frankly, and that's a miss right there. There was also this play, which was odd. So you see the concept on your screen. There's a bunch formation to Mond's right. Also to his left, there's kind of a pick play going on. And what I actually think happens is, so he is going to look to his right when this play starts, but I think he was never intending to throw it to his right. I think he's just trying to look off Indianapolis defenders, and he's throwing it to the pick play whatsoever, and I'll show you why. Because look, right when this play starts, so you see Mond is looking towards his right, and at this point, there's nothing you can really see that would make you say, okay, get off that read, get to your other read. At this point, how do you know if this is going to get open or not? You have to wait an extra second or two. So look, Mond then gets off that read and is already in the throwing motion. So going very quickly right here is Kellen Mond, and he's under pressure, so he has to get rid of the ball quickly. So again, maybe it's a clean pocket can disrupt things for him. You look over sort of towards the middle of the field, 16 is open right there. That would have been a first down, probably had Mond stuck with that read, but maybe he just, I don't know. He didn't want to do that for whatever reason. I can understand. My guess is just that he was trying to look off the middle linebacker, and he was always planning on throwing this to his left. And there is a chance that this play can work, right? I mean, it's not a big chance. This is good coverage, but a perfect throw, and this could be a completion here on an important 4th and 4. This is not a good throw. This is a bad throw. And maybe that's not what a bad throw. Maybe he was trying to get his receiver to dive and make an incredible play, but even so, it has to be a little bit closer for that to happen. And by the way, it's 4th down and 4. The worst case scenario, okay, it could have been a pick 6. That obviously would be bad for sure when you're down 2 points. But you can afford to take a chance right here. Again, if you're assuming this is a regular NFL situation, it's a throw that you probably should have had a little bit closer. It's a mistake for sure. And while those two plays certainly were rough, and listen, I would kill any of the first-round quarterbacks for those plays, so Mond deserves to, be killed for those ones, right? They were bad plays. There's no getting around it. I thought that the rest of the game wasn't really his fault too much. There wasn't a lot open, and he did have some, in my opinion, promising plays that made me feel good. So, again, I would love to see Kellen Mond with a first-team offense. I think that he is the kind of guy where he'll play way better with talent around him than he will on bad talent on both sides. I don't get why you don't give him some first team reps if you want him to be your backup, which I think, to me, he's clearly the second best quarterback on this depth chart for sure. Just given what I've seen from Browning, I believe his name is, number 3 for Minnesota. To me, Kellen Mond looks miles ahead of him. But anyways, so those were some issues. Let's talk about the positives, because there were some positives as well. And again, a lot of the other negatives were just nobody getting open. There's only so much you can do when nobody is open. So yeah, let's get into the positives. Okay, so this play is a great example. We also have a tweet that's getting shown on the screen from Johnny Poolboy, the legend Johnny Poolboy. But anyways, just focus on the play you see on the screen. It's zone coverage. And the way the concept works is the receiver to Mond's right, runs a deep route, goes over the middle. You have another receiver kind of just run a little bit underneath there, so the corner is also going to go deep and over the middle with the first receiver. Second receiver sneaks underneath, can get open. It's a good concept, and watch what happens. So right when this play starts, you're going to notice that, there's pressure, right? 91 about to clobber Kellen Mond, so that's a thing. But there is kind of an opening. However, this is a lot trickier than it looks. In fact, when I was first watching this play, I was wondering, do you want to make this throw? Because there are Indianapolis Colts players who are doing a good job of staying deep. They're at the first down marker right here. So this is certainly not going to be an easy throw for Mond to fit it through. This is a tight window. It's a lot tighter than you might realize, but Mond does something interesting here. Watch him put a little bit of air under it. Nothing crazy, but enough to have it just get over the linebackers a little bit better, but still get there in time. That's a very good throw for me. And again, if we're going to crush him for the negatives, let's give him some credit for the legitimate positive plays that he had. And I think if you put him in a situation where there was actual guys getting open consistently, he would look a lot better, as with every quarterback, but him in particular even more so compared to when he's in a bad situation. Something like this is a perfect example. So it's a similar idea. It's zone coverage. You have a receiver running over the middle. Very similar idea to the last play I showed. And just watch this throw. Look, Mond is going to fake a handoff. He gets his feet planted. And just look at that quick release, bullet down the middle, big gain like that. So there were still some stuff like this. There were a couple of mistakes. And other than that, the only reason why the offense didn't get much going was, in my opinion, just simply because no one was really getting open. Offense is a team game, and he needs guys to get open to have someone to throw it to. So yeah, part of me wonders if the reason why I have maybe a bit warmer of a reception than others do is going in, I was expecting him to be god-awful, and instead I'm he was hit or miss. He had some good things, some bad things. It was kind of a meh performance for me, which is still disappointing. I want to see more from that, for sure, but it wasn't a bad performance. He wasn't a mess out there. I thought that there were things he did well, and it's not panic button time yet by any means. I don't think so. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm being too nice to Kellen Mond? Always love hearing from you. Another point that some people could bring up is he hasn't had a full practice due to the whole COVID things, but you do have to learn in a hurry in the NFL, especially when you're not a first-round pick. So it's interesting, but yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.